Let's go. What's up, everybody? We back. It's your boy, your host, Rome the Ruler.
I'm Nick Franklin, the social introvert.
And today we got our boy Neil in the background right here producing and in the room with us. So Neil, just tell him what's up.
What's good, y'all? Yeah, I'll be in the back giving information, giving little thoughts, little questions, little feedback, you know what I mean?
So we're gonna have fun with this episode. We're gonna keep it fun, but we're gonna talk about some real stuff.
Yeah. Last week was rough, so we gotta.
Last week was deep. Last week I let the dog out and bit a couple motherfuckers. So I'm gonna have to, you know what I mean? Now I'm gonna let the dog chill. He's
not wrong. The dog's gonna come out today.
He right.
Yeah, I know. It's all right. Hopefully we can get to a place where we can have a little bit more fun though.
Oh, we gonna turn up.
Cause the stuff that's going on this week, we gotta. Yeah, it's Pitbull time.
Yeah,
sorry. My
definitely.
bad.
No,
sorry,
cool.
y'all.
It's cool. Hey, it is what it is.
I'm gonna try to get the Pitbull back in the cage at some point, but folks gotta act right out in public. So.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
man. So, for one, how your day do, man?
My day was great today, actually. Yesterday was weird, bro. We had a lot of rain. It rained so much yesterday. I thought we was having a hurricane.
Yeah.
It was an insane amount of rain. I'm glad it didn't rain again today because I think
It was
we would have had
to.
to swim here.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that the rain stopped. How about you?
It was cool, man. I mean, yesterday I was in the house doing a whole bunch of research and getting stuff together for the podcast, for the brand and stuff like that. So
Okay.
I've been pretty busy, man. But like you said, with that rain, my neighborhood like literally floods.
Oh yeah, y'all do get it bad.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it was like I just stayed in the crib.
Because they had to bring some extra pumps out. They had to put some temporary pumps out just for your neighborhood. That area.
And it's not my street exactly, but like right around the corner, all that like main street to get to where I'm at, it turned into like you could get a kayak.
Yeah, absolutely. That'd be me. I'd be the next time it does that. I'm gonna be the one out there on the kayak with the country beach
Fishing
boy
in
hat
the
on.
middle of the street.
Yeah, I'm gonna be out there with the country beach boy hat on. Coming soon, by the way. Light plug.
Yeah, I mean.
Be out there with the country beach boy hat on, kayaking down the street.
And follow the new Instagram. It's called Lead Teach Inspire Network. So it will be posting a lot of the podcast content. It'll be links to the movement, merchandise, some of the books and courses and stuff will be on there. You can be able to book some mentorship and different things. So a lot of stuff coming, man.
And the positive PR for the culture.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Get that.
But look, man, the news, man, it's been having me kind of, how does one say? Mad as hell.
Yeah, pissed off.
It's crazy. It's like first of all, a couple weeks ago when we start talking about certain political things that was happening.
Yeah.
It's like we gave a timeline. We start saying like, yo, this is what's happening. Be on the lookout, right?
Yeah,
when we start seeing the military stuff coming in. And then we talked about after that, the Candace Owens and Brandon Tatums and stuff like that, and how the propaganda is being spewed so much, and all these political pundits on social media and things are like making people clash online.
Yeah.
And then when we had the shooting situation, now
it's
for
real.
real. Like
in real
the
life.
war has started. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Shots
So man, I mean, I'm seeing all the fights online, all the arguments and everything. Like, dog, it's getting
You
crazy.
seeing they marching in the street now?
Yeah.
With the hoods on and in the they got their shiesties on now.
Oh, absolutely.
They outside with their own. They got their own version of the original shiesty.
Absolutely.
They outside with them. Nashville. I seen something in Nashville. I seen something in California. Where they outside, man.
Yeah.
And they're not playing games. Like I said last week, stop playing with these people because you don't want them outside. Cause they train for this.
That's what I'm saying.
They've been waiting. You know how like back in the day, like we used to have that like I wish a mother would. That's what they've been wishing somebody.
They've been waiting for this
for a
to
civil
happen.
war to happen.
They've been waiting for this to happen, man. And we can't allow at this time for the like infighting to happen between us.
Yeah,
Like, this ain't
we gotta stay strong. We gotta stay united.
We can't be arguing over it. Well, you shouldn't have said this, and I don't like it. It's like, look, yo, we gotta unite. That's what it come down to. We got a bigger enemy right now, so let's get on our shit.
This is our chance to come out stronger than when we went in.
Yeah.
Like I said, man, this ain't our war. We just gotta stay out the way and just keep your guard up, man. Keep your guard up. Cause
we in it.
They're gonna throw one at just protect yourself at all times is what I say.
We in it.
Nah, we ain't in it, wrong. I'm telling you, this ain't our fight.
They already came at us. We
Nah,
in the
nah,
war.
they're
bro.
gonna throw punches, but it ain't our fight.
If you throw a punch at me, we in war. Like it ain't. I only
trust me.
got 2 cheeks, bro. I ain't turning both of them shits.
No, I didn't say turn nothing. I said watch, keep your guard up, protect yourself at all times. But this ain't our war. This is all right. Ready? This is a war between the people that screwed over black people and the ones that feel bad about it. That's what the war is about.
So where we fall?
We're the black people. So
You know what I'm talking about?
they're gonna.
We-
But they're fighting. They're
Where's the military at right now? They in our land. They not in liberal land.
that's not
they
the,
in
that's not the
our
civil,
shit, bro.
that's not the Civil War though.
The Civil War is us versus America. Because at the end of the,
No.
of the day,
That's
if we
Donald
don't-
Trump versus black people.
Yeah,
That's
he's
not the Civil War. The Civil War.
He's America, man.
No, he's not. He is Donald Trump.
Who is the leader of America?
Not him.
We ain't got. You could say not my president.
No.
At the
Oh
end
no,
of the
I
day-
ain't saying that. I ain't even on that. I'm on a deeper space than that. And he's not running anything. It's a dude from over across. So I gotta stop talking about it.
I'm saying
It's
he
a
worked
buddy
for
over
them.
there.
He
Yes.
in their chain of command. So we can't. If all I'm saying, we can't tell the people that we not involved, because if we don't prepare, this is where we messed up for so long. We haven't been prepared for the war, and we keep being like, "Oh, y'all, we just got to sit this out." We was trying to sit it out during the marches.
Which marches?
The,
George Floyd?
Nah, what's the name?
Martin Luther King?
Yeah, Selma. and all
No, that was that.
we were just trying to walk and turn cheeks.
No, that was our war though.
This is the same thing.
This has nothing to do with us.
They are going back there.
I'm
It's
telling you,
segregation.
No. See, that's what I'm trying to tell you, Ron. There's 2 separate things going on, in my humble opinion. There's 2 separate things going on right now. You got the Donald Trump distraction. That's a distraction. But the Civil War that you're hearing about, the stuff that they're typing in on Twitter and all of that, that's not ours. That's them versus them. I'm telling you, I promise you, that is them versus them. We're not in that. Like, they haven't even, they'll try to blame us for stuff, but if we just sit back, they'll destroy it. They'll destroy their own situation.
I don't see it, bro. When they went to, so if you look at all the different things going on, bro. For one, all right, let's bring up this shooting that just happened in Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You got an unarmed black guy in Aurora, Colorado.
Yep.
He just got shot by the police. Like, gunned down. That dude ain't getting not one piece of sympathy. Black people are upset. They are still blaming black people for that. Like, and saying, oh, they calling him a thug and this and that and going all that. Like, that's the war against us still. Like, we still
All
getting
right.
shot dead in the street.
All right, so
you know what I'm saying?
go ahead.
So I like that part as far as like you're a thug, but that's like it's been what 50 years and counting for that like little excuse. Oh, it's the thugs. It's the thugs.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's a new thug rising up. You know what I mean? So is there like, and when you talk about a war, like the primary person is that group of people who I would consider the new age thugs. So what are your thoughts about that? Like when you talk about Donald Trump, that party, you know, these people that have these certain views, though, in my opinion, those are the thugs.
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
Nowadays, but it's easy to paint black people because you've been painting us as thugs the whole time. So like, yeah, what's y'all's thoughts about that?
Yeah, so the cop killing to me is a part of the Donald Trump distraction piece.
Mhm.
It's not there's the Donald Trump distraction war so that is ours. That's the war we've been fighting since allegedly we all arrived here on slave ships. That's that freedom civil rights thing. Agreed. But the other thing, the thing that happened with in where was he at? Utah?
Colorado.
No,
Oh,
Utah.
Utah. Yeah.
That's the actual Civil War. The Civil Rights War and the Civil War aren't the same thing. And I think that they've been blended together. No, you're 100% right that the thing with the guy who got shot by the police, that is a part of the Donald Trump distraction civil rights war that we've been fighting as a culture, that part of the reason why we even started this podcast, to have these discussions. We can't ever back out from that. That's our lives at stake. So when you say, when Neil says the thugs, I think they're on the other side of the war. They're not new. The KKK ain't new.
No.
They've been here. Like, they've been a problem. We're accustomed to that fight. We're not used to seeing the discord amongst the right wings, the rights.
But see, and this is where I'm going with it, right? Is that see we got so comfortable fighting that we don't even know we still fighting. And what I mean by this civil war is that when you use the word liberal, right?
Mhm.
They're talking about black people and anybody who associates with black people. So we can't be like, no, they talking about just the liberals. No, when they say Democrats, they mean you and whoever agrees. If you feel bad for the black people, we're calling you liberals. You're not welcome to the cookout. You are part of this war now.
Would you add Hispanics to the blacks at this point in time?
Yeah.
I would absolutely, because the Hispanics are also getting, they're also getting, arrested and deported and all that stuff. They told him like, hey, y'all was safe, but y'all are part of the team. So there's no like, they're not just going for people with blue hair that are transgender. They're out there putting them in the same category as black people. So that's what I mean by the Civil War. We can't act like they're just talking about transgender, right? They start merging the gay fight with the black, like they merge that together. So when you start talking about what's it called? What's the word I'm looking for? Feminism, right?
Mm-hmm.
Feminism took over the civil rights movement.
Everybody got their rights before we did.
Absolutely.
So I said that a few years ago. I said when I think it's like around Trayvon and Brown.
Mm-hmm.
I said, yo, when the gays needed rights, they got them right away. When during COVID, the Asians said stop Asian hate, they got a bill right away.
Absolutely.
Everybody's got a bill but us.
Yeah.
Well, we got a bill, but we know, like we said before, it was a Band-Aid. I think it was a Band-Aid.
Yeah, so we've been fighting this whole time. However, now they just added, they said, we coming, y'all.
And that's the civil rights.
There was a time where there was a little bit of protection where it was kind of like, hey, we gotta chill, Be careful what you say at least. Now, you can call George Floyd Fentanyl Floyd. You can make jokes about Trayvon Martin. You can do whatever you want. That's fine. But the minute you say something about Charlie Kirk, they are literally trying to pass a bill to have you arrested.
You know it's crazy. My job sent out an email the other day reminding me to stay in line with their mission. Yeah. That's insane to me. So when we talk about so to be clear, George Zimmerman was signing Confederate flags and Skittles, bags of Skittles. This was many years ago.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. Like I want us to be clear that there are two separate wars going on.
I don't think so. I think that's where we got it messed up. It's the same thing, bro. They're like I said, I think they're adding to the war. Like it's becoming more prevalent. There was a point, and this is listen to this point, right? I'm watching Theo Von and them, right? Theo Von and them said they felt like there was a point where white men were being under attack.
Yeah, that was like the last 2 years.
For the past couple years, they feel like they were under attack.
Yeah.
And now they finally have a voice and they're able to speak out and do that. So now what they're doing is literally being like, well, black people used to say whatever they want. Now we can say whatever we want. We can do whatever we want. And it's being a clash. Anything that happens is a clash between white and black. It don't matter whether it's good or bad. Whether we shoot somebody or they shoot somebody, whatever. It's just... Whatever happens is automatically like liberals and black people. We watched with the Charlie Kirk thing. His whole thing was just talking about how bad black communities were and stuff. And it was like, what was the point of him? Some of the things he spoke on was just, for me, was like, but why was that even a thing? Like, why were you the expert on black culture?
So, well, yes. But I also think that, and this is going to go to a part of my. This is why I'm saying it's two separate wars.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of stuck on that, and there's a reason why. Because you actually brought it to my attention last week when we had the discussion, and then I thought about it, and I thought about I'm watching comments from people, right? And how is it that in America right now you have literally one group of people that thinks this dude is a demon, and you have another group of people that thinks he's a saint, and there's no in between. And I'm saying it now, it's weird AI and the algorithm created the Civil War.
Well, yeah, but it's also humans that's running the AI and algorithm. Like there's still the government and people who are putting the AI to use. The AI didn't make itself and start
it didn't.
typing it in.
But I'm saying it's learned. So algorithms have been ran by AI for years. Like Chat GPT is just a thing. Like we just got access to it.
Yeah.
But YouTube has been using algorithms and AI for years, way before we even knew that was a thing, like a thing, right? So they have figured out how to keep people on these paths, and that's why, like, when you hear somebody say, I don't understand why he was such a great man, and we can't agree with that because AI has created this war.
But AI is playing off of humans' reality. Like this is how they really feel. If you look me in my face and say I think that black women are dumb, I believe you believe that. You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
so.
But to be clear, that's not what he said. But
No, but I'm saying in general, like you know what I'm saying. In general, if somebody says that, because mind you, people have said things like that. Like even if we just talk about the statements made about Trayvon Martin, my man said that Trayvon Martin was hunting George Zimmerman.
yeah, absolutely.
That is crazy. Like there's
he
no,
said that.
I don't care about this little. People are like, but you got to think about the little context and this and that. I'm like, dude, first of all, what was the point of even speaking about this?
So some things context doesn't make it better, right? Like some things context does, like you said, and that's what I'm agreeing with you. Context doesn't make things better all the time. Like sometimes you might take a clip, right? Again, when we talk about pieces where they say all the babies are dying. Well, okay, but what if all the babies are dying that don't get proper nourishment, proper like that's context that's important. But the thing with like the comments that you said that he made, it doesn't get better with more information.
No, so that's
You know what I'm saying?
Just if you could make it as light as you want, it's still a bad statement.
It doesn't
Like,
get better with more
But
information.
that's what's killing me about it. Is like, dude, it's simple. Literally, you can get on there and talk shit about anybody. Any black dude is in the, that died from the hands of whatever and this and that.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal. But with that situation or all these other situations, you got to be like, oh, we can't really speak.
Right, but I'm saying that's the civil rights war we've been fighting since we allegedly got here on boats.
So again, we've been at war. Allegedly. Yeah, because
Allegedly.
but we've always been at war.
Yeah.
However, we are.
Yeah.
The war just blew up. Like
Okay,
it's back.
so you were talking about pills earlier, right? We're not in the red war. We're not a part of that. We gotta let the red war happen over there. Let that happen. We gotta stay out of that one.
I don't think we can, bro.
I know we can.
Because if we right now we sitting in the
They're arguing with each
if
other.
you sitting in Chicago, in the tanks rolling, you ain't got no choice. Like
That's not the red war.
You're in that war.
That's not the red war.
What's the red war?
The red war is the red war. We say blue and red, right? Liberal and conservative, right? The red war is the conservative red war. That war has nothing to do with us. Let them fight that war over there. We got to stay focused on our civil rights war that we've been fighting.
But that involves politics. How many African Americans are Democrats? They're voting. They're a part of it. So that's what I'm saying. So they still are a part of it.
So that's why I say stay out of the red war.
So Nick, are you saying basically like I feel like Rome, you're preparing for a war that Nick believes isn't going to happen because the red war is going to pretty much deplete any force that would go up against anybody else that would fight in the war that you're speaking.
So you saying we just gonna lose anyway?
No.
Nah.
The red war is going to deplete the army of people that would have gone up against blacks or people that are
Nah, I think y'all still put them two together. I'm saying so we got this the Republican Party, right? I've been trying to not use names. The Republican Party is fighting each other right now, right? They are at war with each other on
Okay,
beliefs.
that's where we. Okay,
when I say red pill, you got to let them fight. Like this the Charlie thing and all of these other things. They can't. That is a part of the red war.
Nope. See, that's where we see this. So this where that's why we was confused, right? No, unity just happened. That's what I'm talking about. When you get a martyr, they aren't fighting each other no more. They just came back and said, "Yo, Our leader, we all agreed with him. They are back. And now they're like, point fingers. We're back over there. They have a common enemy now. At first, it was people going Israel. Some of us believed in this. Some of us didn't believe in that. And it was starting to debate. Now they said they don't care. They are back to saying, look, Candace Owens, you can come on our side again. We
No, she
would you.
can't. Did you hear what she's saying?
But she's still
She's
she's
going
still
against
defending
Israel still.
Yo, but they are also, they don't care if you do or not. It's still now it's just the super liberals, the blacks and all this. All of them are still on the same team. They have a
to get
common
us a Republican in here to have a conversation.
yeah, because they still look, man. They still all at the end of the day, it's still they still call themselves the red side, and they all against the blue side.
Yeah, but they have Discord. Would you agree? And this is for Roman and Neil. Would you agree that on the blue side there's more commonality than on the red side?
No, I believe it's totally opposite.
You don't think that? You don't think so?
I disagree. I think there's more commonality on the blue side for sure.
Because so and this is what I say. Gay rights, you got like human rights, basic human rights. You got like freedoms, just like okay, so basic rights, you got the gays, you got the people of color, you got people from other countries, like all it's like be nice to everybody. That's pretty much a common theme. The overall, again, I'm not talking about the people that are way out on the fringes. I'm talking about the common theme within the party seems to be those things. Would you
100% disagree with you?
Unity, but why?
In the blue party?
Yeah, absolutely. Because the blue party is going to mainly say, yeah, we care about humanity. However, they all going to hit you with, I'm kind of a middleist. I'm kind of this, because most of them don't agree with transgender like roles and people changing. Because okay, look at this. You can have your grandmom, right, or my grandma. That's a Democrat. She's
most
blue
black
side.
people aren't Democrats.
But they don't believe in the leftist ideology. Like they don't believe in transgenderism.
Yeah.
They don't believe in changing your sex. They don't believe in these things, right? Some of them believe that we should deport people. Some of them believe don't. They're all over the place. Where if you look at the Red Party, they are like, hey, we all agree we don't want transgenders. We don't want Mexicans. We don't want this. We don't want that. The only thing they might not agree on is simple things like, or not even simple things, but stuff like Israel. Some of them are pro Israel.
That's
some
a
of them
big problem.
But other than that, they all get along. That they have one enemy, and that's the liberal. Like, so we're the only people who can't come together and have a common goal. The liberals cannot all see eye to eye.
So
Because I don't think they're supposed to, and that's the beauty of being liberal. But I'll say that. Okay, go ahead, Neil.
I think you were about to say what kind of where I was going into, where we might not all see eye to eye, but we all see each other as human beings,
And we can leave each other alone.
Yeah, like I might not agree that you supposed to like this type of person. I might agree that you supposed to be with this type of person, or you supposed to carry yourself this type of way. But at the end of the day, as long as you're not killing people or
You're not an asshole.
harming other human beings, we cool. Like we just agree to disagree. Whereas the Red Party, I feel like there's actually a disagreement.
And there's controlling.
Between there's a people that just want, like the founding fathers, like they want freedom of speech, they want gun rights, stuff like that. Charlie Kirk dying kind of goes against both of those laws to take those away. So there's a group of the Red Party that agrees with, we need to take those away. We need to make sure that the powers that be are in charge of all of this stuff. And there's a group of people that's like, no, like we just as individuals need to stand by the original founding fathers law. And I think that's the word that he's referring to.
Yeah, and they keep going back, and they flip flop a lot too, because they don't want big government, and then they want Trump to come in and fix it. They don't want this, but then they want Trump to do this, and so like they're very shaky right now within the party, and that I'm because unity looks like this is what we all believe right now. There ain't no this is unity.
See, but that's y'all. This is what I'm saying. Y'all proving my point. Just listen to this, right? At the end of the day, right, when something happens, they come together. This is what they're arguing right now about the liberal thing. Okay, when something happens, they all come together and they agree. Like we love police, we love this. They have these common goals, right? And when you come to the liberal thing, they're saying, well, y'all had cancel culture. Y'all was trying to take people money away. Y'all was doing all that in the past, right? Remember all that? It was like all over the place. You say one thing and your ass can lose your job because you made a joke,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Now that they have a martyr and they have a leader, somebody that they all agree with, they're powerful and they're ready to fight. The liberals still can't decide. The Democrats still can't decide who they want to be the leader. You don't want Kamala. You don't want Joe Biden. You don't know who you want to be your leader. They all are like, no matter what, we love Trump.
Well, so I think there's a group of people that were on the red side that don't know if they really stand for what red has become. And so like the people that are still red, I agree with you that like they are all Trump. Trump is the idealization of what they like. He speaks what they've been thinking the whole time. He says what they've been afraid to say the whole time. But I think there is a group of conservatives, a pretty substantial group of conservatives that are like, no, we're not like this red side where it's like, you're not on our side where you die. No, we just believe in the laws that have been in place for hundreds of years.
Yeah.
So I agree. I think y'all are both like, I agree with you that the people that are red, that are Donald Trump red, are all stronger, and Charlie Kirk just brings them even closer together.
Yeah.
And gives them
Those people are real.
But I think there are a group of conservatives, not even say red, just conservatives that believe that the laws shouldn't change out too much outside of what they've already become, that are like, hold on, this is going against conservative law.
Yes.
Because
Like
this isn't even. You got conservatives that are like, yo, what you're doing isn't even Christ-like. They're questioning the religion, like, yo, they're looking at it because you gotta think at the core, conservatism is like hardcore Christian, right? Like you don't got a lot of like Islam, and you're not gonna see that there in that space. Now, I'll say this, and I'm speaking Southern. Southern blacks are conservative.
They are.
Value wise,
Yeah.
Southern blacks are. I never lived up north. We was just joking earlier. Like you sound from the country. I say you from up north. You don't count. No, but you know, like us as a culture, we are conservative.
Yeah.
Like the views that we have are conservative views.
Yeah, but it's still not. It's still not to the extreme. Like again, one of our biggest problems is we can't agree with each other. Like you won't sit here and say you're a Democrat.
Hell no.
Exactly. So like they will say I'm Republican, but I'm a little more centered. They agree. Like Joe Rogan, we know that his stance is still more right. He's not going to say it because he want an audience, but if push came to shove, he is pro-America, pro-military. He's going that way. He's going to fight against the liberal. So what I'm saying is, right now, there's no in between. You're either pro this or pro that. So that's where the civil wars come to.
Well, we agreed on that.
Yeah, people standing up to fight. Like you can't, at this point in time, you can't say, I'm not picking a side. Because if you don't, you're on one of those sides regardless. So that's what I mean by the whole war is when war comes to your land,
But yeah,
you got to be prepared. And the problem with what's going on is we keep getting a lot of people telling us like, yo, stay out of it. It's like, no, we've got to prepare. We're so far behind. We haven't taught our kids how to use guns. They don't know how to farm. They don't know how to fish. They don't know how to hunt. So what I'm saying is, okay, y'all keep thinking it's just them. You're going to be just like the Mexicans and them when they was playing around a couple years ago. Like, yeah, black people, that's all they do, this and that. And then they said, hey, come here, y'all. Y'all next.
I mean, yeah.
So now they weren't prepared. They got caught in the crossfires. We got to be prepared. It ain't just them, bro.
And
It's
I think
everybody.
in the South, again, you know, I love the South. In the South, we prepared.
Message.
In the South, blacks are prepared, bro. This is what they came from. Like all of this stuff that you hear about it with this civil rights, and that was the South. So
Yeah.
I think the South is prepared always for everything. Just because,
I mean, I think some of it is, but
because in the South you only have you to rely on.
That's deep south, and like it's a lot of us Northerners, and even I'll say Virginia Beach area like this.
This ain't the South.
Yeah, and then
Virginia
Virginia,
Beach
I'll
ain't
tell
the
you what,
South.
the Virginians, Virginian Beachins, most of them ain't ready for no damn war.
Virginia Beach isn't a real place.
No,
Like 757, and I'm from the 75, and I love the 75, but we've all traveled a little bit. This isn't real. This doesn't exist anywhere but here.
Yeah.
And like we really are we're a big little city in a
I agree.
sense. Like we have big city feel, but we're little, and we don't really have nothing to, like we don't have sports teams and all of that.
mm-hmm.
But
We don't have a culture.
yeah,
Yeah,
we don't have.
absolutely.
No, like
Right.
you go to Memphis, there's a culture. You go to
Absolutely.
Texas,
But that's the
different
that's
parts of
that's the
Texas,
deep south though.
California. Yeah, yeah.
Memphis
Yeah.
is the deep south. I'm saying if you go
Yeah.
to California though, like they so Virginia Beach is in the 75 is because we're a military town. So therefore people are forced to come together. And I again, I'm not military, but I meet a lot of people military just through my job and through just living here my whole life. I think that a lot of people come here with their bullshit views, and as they get here, they realize that like, okay, if we go to war, and I'm talking about like America versus another country go to war. I'm not talking about this here. This dude's got my back. Like he's this is my battle buddy. I don't have a choice but to trust him, and you learn to break down those walls. Like, and you so that's why I think this area is different, because we see each other every day. Like
It is, but it's also a lie. Take it from a person who's been in the military and been in law enforcement. It is a lie. When they say that, I'm like, dude, you're gonna get picked on. Like you're gonna be the black dude that have to conform and act white a little bit, or act like you don't mind playing around with the grab ass in order for that to work. In real life, you're just hiding your identity. So it's the way it really works is if you dumb down your blackness enough,
You
your
can win.
culture enough, then you can win in certain areas.
Yeah.
But that's what makes Virginia weird to me, is because you'll get the people who like, I don't, yeah, it's not like that where I'm from. I'm like, yes, it is. How do you not see
it's
it?
not like what
Like,
they say. It's not like weird.
yeah,
like
oh,
racist?
I don't see racism, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, you lying, bro.
Nah, they chose not to.
They choose. That's what I mean. But they choose more to be like, well, I grew up here, and
Yeah,
I'm like,
and again, like being clear, I'm not saying that the people don't experience that. I'm just saying this area has so many people.
it's
in it,
very
and-
intertwined.
Yeah, it's very intertwined
Very
that you don't feel it here the way you feel it in Memphis or in places where like you're not gonna really go to a neighborhood here. There's a couple where you're gonna be like, there's nobody of color or there's no one white in that whole neighborhood. There's spaces, but it's not like if you went to Memphis, the black neighborhood and the rich people live up. Like it's a
Yeah.
clear difference of where people live.
It's a little more intertwined here, but I think that it's still
The system though,
You can-
systematically is
but
here.
you know where it's at in Virginia Beach. You like
Oh,
you
of
don't go
course.
over there. That's where this live. Like
But you could also still go over there and be okay, kind of safe still.
the word "kinda" is crazy.
Because there's
You know what? All right, let's
there's
put it
down
this way.
south dangerous where you really can't go.
Like Virginia. Oh yeah, I mean it's not like crazy. Like it ain't no sundown town.
That's what I
Yeah.
mean, kind of safe.
It ain't no sundown
That's what
town.
I'm saying, kind of safe. I think that's a
Yeah.
fair assessment.
But in certain areas of Virginia Beach and stuff, it's like that's where the
don't-
blacks are.
don't go
Like
over there.
they tell you like that.
Oh,
they
yeah.
gonna let you know like they'll say different areas. This area, oh yeah, don't go over there.
Well, when
Like,
I
that's
tell
like
when I tell them the school that I work at, they go, oh,
it's automatically.
oh,
yeah.
wow, you okay?
Virginia,
Like check.
Virginia Beach is known for that.
Well, so and that's what I'm systematically it's there, but it's not the outright full blown. It's hidden. It's hidden better. Like it's got a bow on it.
See, I don't
And
know.
that's
Coming
weird.
from my brother, I've seen it right away. Like they let you know that area is that.
I'm talking about
it gets
the system.
controlled. It gets controlled different. Like even the schools,
system.
the way the school systems are set up. You can live around a corner from this school, but if it's a lower income neighborhood,
Yeah, you're going over.
you
you're
getting
going up the
bust
road.
way around the place from there.
That's what I mean. But it's got a bow on it.
Yeah, I mean the roads are paved pretty nice.
Yeah. Speaking of the South, though, because we've been on this war thing, I want us to talk about something else. Speaking of the South, some strange fruit in Mississippi
Yeah,
right now.
strange street from the poplar trees. Delta State.
There's some strange fruit down there. Let's just real fast, like what in the world, bro?
I think it's very strange that you got a young man hanging from a tree on the college campus and nobody has any idea what happened.
Like no camera. It's 2020. It's 2025. If you stub your toe, somebody seen it.
Yeah.
So what are we talking about? How did he end up there? And it's nothing, no foul play, no nothing, no. I don't know, man.
No manifesto, like
Nothing.
No,
He
yeah.
he didn't write a letter to his people. Like
Yeah.
something.
If you find a cell phone, what the text messages looking like?
Friends will say, "Yo, he was acting weird before. He got night."
Yeah, he has a history of this.
There are specific signs that I'm taught to look for, and I know you are too, that we pretty much can tell, like, okay, yeah, this tracks and adds up to said unaliving, personal self-unaliving. We got to start using them words, by the way, so our stuff don't get flagged. Neil, we got to make sure we edit the stuff, but like, I don't know. Like I mean I don't know the kid personally, so I can't sit here and say there's no way he did that. But like, come on.
No, it's definitely
come on.
It's suspicious
For them to say there is no foul play and there is no suspicion. What? That's not. We don't do that.
And they got the his family got the guy
Ben Crump, man. Man, listen, man. I don't know how.
It's. I mean, yeah. I don't know much about the Ben Crump.
Can I ask a question? Neil, can you look this up real fast? Has Ben Crump ever won a case, bro?
I don't know much about. I know for the past
he had
couple
Trayvon
years, he's been out. He's been doing this since.
He had Trayvon. He had Mike Brown. He had, man, that dude had a lot of people, bro.
So Ben Crump has won over 200 cases specifically related to police brutality and has also secured significant settlements and verdicts in other civil rights and personal injury cases.
Okay,
so Crump,
okay.
Go ahead,
Crump. Okay.
The
main ones that I looked up, it was like I guess. So there's a difference between.
You talking about high profile cases?
Yeah, high profile could be a little different.
Well, there's high profile, and then there's like winning the way I think it should have been won, right? Because he might have, because there's civil, and then there's criminal, right? Mm-hmm. So like, I think he's probably won a lot of civil stuff.
But I'm pretty sure like when the families hire him, he's gonna have a team, but he's probably gonna be more on the civil side.
Yeah.
So he's gonna do both suits.
So he'll get some money out of the deals, but like.
But I can't be mad. I mean, I feel like he coming through doing it, doing his thing.
So Crump had Trayvon Martin, Mike Brown, Breonna Taylor, George Floyd. He was a part of that. Ahmaud Arbery and Tyree Nichols. And I just feel like when I'm looking at those cases specifically, I don't feel like any justice was.
But that I wouldn't say that's his fault though.
No, I'm not blaming him. I just asked, has he won cases, because those are the ones that.
But see, that's the big name. Them the high profile cases, right? Where I mean, and some of them families did get settlements. Like
that's not justice, and that's why I say civil versus criminal.
Yeah, and even like Breonna Taylor and them, they got some arrests and things made in them cases. But he can't fight the civil and the legal.
It's not his thing. Yeah. It's not his job. So no, I that's why I wanted to be specific on. There's two fights. There's a civil and then there's a criminal. So sometimes. Just like when OJ, right? When the OJ thing happened back in the day, he won his criminal case, but he lost a civil case where he owed money. So I just sometimes, like, don't get me wrong, money's cool, but like that ain't gonna fix your family member being gone.
Shit, the person getting locked up ain't either.
No, it's not. But
he's still gone. So you gotta get something out the thing.
Justice.
Something out the thing.
Yeah.
It said Lady Justice is blind.
We're gonna at least go on the trip, right?
Yeah, Lady Justice is blind, man.
Yeah, man. So I just don't. So okay. So I take my statement back about Ben, because I was curious about that.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't.
A majority of his cases have been settlements, though. Like
okay.
Yeah.
There hasn't been no like. There's been no. To me, the victory looks like, okay, we won this case, and then we got legislation passed to prevent it from happening.
But that has happened.
Justice.
Yeah, like full circle justice. So it's not Ben. I apologize. I asked the question the wrong way. It came off like as in I don't have faith in you. That's not what I meant. I wasn't asking were you a DEI?
Shout out to Ben.
He said, yeah, shout out to Ben, bro. I wasn't asking. I wasn't asking you if you was a DEI hire, bro. I was asking like. in my mind,
Been catching.
he catching strays for no reason. Like,
yo,
like, what did I do?
what
like,
did you do for him?
like, what have you done for me lately, right?
Then, like, where was you at? Was you
Right. Like, nah, Ben, we
pulled up,
brother Ben, we support what you got going on. Keep fighting, bro. That's why, like, y'all are just getting to know me, and so that's how my brain functions that way. I wanted to know full circle. Had there been a case where he solved it, or not solved it, got the thing, and then also got legislation passed to prevent it from ever happening again. That's what victories look like to me. Yeah.
Learn that from my
So-
mama.
So when I first heard the thing about the guy in Mississippi, though, it said Grenada. So I thought he was from another country. Like, I thought he was from Grenada. And so it gave me this thought about, and it kind of goes back into our old thing, but then I realized he's actually from Grenada, Mississippi, when I did a little more deep diving. But this is the thing with foreigners, right? When they come over here, they're all told to stay. We've said this before, but they're all told. It doesn't matter if they're what shade they are, what country they come from. The first thing they're told is stay away from us. And it's like, yo, it's a wild space, bro. And we're not the dangerous ones.
No, we not, but that's my main problem though with things is that we can't stop infighting to agree to a common goal, and we expect somebody else to agree with us, right? Like, again, we talk about the going back to like the whole liberal thing and all that, and we even talk about the commandments. Like, all right, we all agree with this. We don't. We all over the place, man.
That's human. You're always gonna have that within humans, though. Like,
Well,
humans
yeah,
are, 'cause that's free will.
But most groups have some type of like understanding. Like,
So you realize
there's a complete us versus them. You
And
know?
I see what your point is, where it's like, okay, we might know these people as Democrats, but if something were to hit the fan, or when it hits the fan, are we really ready enough to be like, all right, I know you have this view, I have this view, but we are a part of the Democrats. We're ready to go. And we're ready to
Absolutely.
defend ourselves.
so, and the answer to that is
Absolutely.
100% no.
And that's why I said we not prepared for war, because at the end of the day, we are a part of a group. We can't even describe what that group is. We don't even know the part of the name of the group. We trying to say we
No,
over here, we over
no,
there.
but-
And I'm like, no. You in that club. You're a part of it because this group already said you are. So they not going to be like, wait, before I swing, are you Republican? No, they gonna say you black. Schmack, get out of here.
So
You gonna be out here like I was in the military. Like, all right, dude,
So,
get out of here.
so let me ask you a question. This one's gonna shake the culture. Are we on the wrong side of the fight?
Hell no, I'm fighting for the right, man. I mean, for the right side. I'm sorry, not the right. I'm fighting for the right
Okay,
side. Like, I'm over here.
Politically,
Absolutely.
are we on the wrong side of the fight?
But see, this is my thing. I don't vote.
Okay.
I don't believe in the system part. I know it's all bullshit.
Yeah.
Right. I don't believe in that. So I don't get caught up in the war. However, I do understand that I am a part of this civilization and this overall culture. So I know I'm a part of the fight. So whether I go and select the president or not, or who's going to run for office, I know that whenever they decide to go to a war or something happens, I have to be prepared and know who they're coming after. That's how I understand it. So most people are getting caught up in it being like, well, I'm not even a Democrat. Yeah, dude, but it doesn't matter though. They already chose what team you're on. You can be a Mexican with conservative values. If they say you wasn't born here, you can't be like, but I like Trump. Hey, Donald Trump. I vote Donald Trump.
Right.
You going.
So right, but I'm talking for politics though.
That's what I mean.
We are we vote, not we, you and me, saying are we voting for the wrong system?
Yeah, I think all of them is. The system is
and okay, so and I think I mentioned, I don't know if I said it to you, but I think what's under attack is the two-party system.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's under attack. And so that's an interesting conversation to have, because I'm not this political knowledge guy, right? Like, that's not me. Like, I have a totally different lens that I view things through. Like, wait till we have the conversation about how number one, we're all screwed anyway because we continue to subscribe to the race concept. Like that when we have that conversation, that's going to be an interesting one. But I think that the two-party system is under attack right now.
It is, but but they're good at keeping it together. For example, right? Let's go to the beginning of the year. Donald Trump and Elon Musk was best friends,
Yeah.
and then they fell off.
Yeah, I knew.
Guess what though? They're back. It took one incident for them to say, "All right, but we still don't like them," so they're back. Elon Musk is calling to get people kicked off of Twitter now. He's calling to get people arrested for speaking negative. Months ago, he was the person that said you could say whatever you want on here. You could say whatever you want. Now all of a sudden, hey
Yeah.
man, I got y'all back. Yeah, nah, we good. We back together. He's
Yeah.
supporting them again.
Yeah,
So again, all that inbreeding, it's just like if the aliens came right now. It's gonna be the aliens versus the world. It ain't gonna be versus the Korea.
We good.
They gonna get together. It's gonna be aliens versus the world.
We'll be all right.
Well, I mean, if the mothership come and get me, I'm going with Farrakhan and them.
Listen, we'll be all right.
I'm going with Farrakhan and them. You ever heard of the mothership?
No, I haven't heard of that.
Oh, come on, man.
What's it called? Parliament and Funkadelics. We hopping on the mothership. There
Yeah.
might be a different mothership, but yeah.
Nah, listen, bro. That's that black stuff. I don't,
Yeah, man, you gotta learn about the mothership, man.
Nah,
He said, when I pray, the angel on the mothership down on the platform. Come on. J Electron.
that's nah, that's not in the Nick Wheelhouse. But I respect it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not religious, but I love the theory.
Because I've done it before. I've said stuff Farrakhan has said before, Elijah Muhammad, like, because they make sense. Like, some of the things they say make sense, but I don't do the religion part of it.
Yeah, me either.
So, like,
but I love the fact that, you know what I love about them? They all agree on something.
yeah.
They have an agreement. Like, yeah, this is what we need to do. This is what we believe in. It ain't no like, yeah, I'm over here, but I don't
Right.
prescribe to this part. I don't do that. You just like, yo, we agree.
So, all right. I feel like I keep trying to get off the topic, but we keep coming back to it.
Sometimes when it's good, it's good.
Yeah. So, all right. I think what you just said kind of helps me to explain a little bit more of my red ward thing too, right? So, within the red, right? Again, I said that it's heavily Christian, heavily Catholic. Like, because remember, it's all the same thing. It's just different umbrellas, like Catholics and Protestant. Like, they're all the same. They're all Christians at the end of the day, right? But the concept of that and the concept of the Bill of Rights don't go together. Like, so free speech, right? That's not a Christian value. That's not something that's not a thing, right? Being liking someone that has the same genitalia as you, I'm gonna call it that. That is not a Christian value, but it is an American value. It's supposed to be. Because that goes a part of the freedom to express and all of that. No, like, they're trying to bring prayer back in school, right?
Yeah.
But that doesn't go with the American value.
But this is again. I think you got to get this understood. What I'm going to is simple. The goal of what is called the America that they're seeing now is the white supremacy. That is what's being pushed. We're past the whole Democrat and Republican thing. It is supremacy. Nick Fuentes and all these people were pushing superiority.
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 Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's what it's going back to. So I'm like, the politics stuff is going right now. Like, nobody cares. They are literally pushing a race war. That's why when I'm saying that it's a war coming, they went, as soon as somebody got killed, they went and said black people. They start going at black people.
But, like, keep in mind, and like you said, they're going at black people, even like with these ISIS things. They're going after places of like Hispanics and blacks. So like now they're trying to go to Chicago and stuff like that. They're going to places and they're like, something crazy happens. They're not gonna go to Utah,
Right.
But they'll go to Chicago, places that have been a target. I think you guys are touching on two different scenarios that we don't know which one are gonna happen.
No, the Donald Trump shit's been happening
Like
our
no,
whole
that's
lives.
been happening, but like
It's not new.
will it be a will the war will it be a civil war amongst the right side?
Yes.
Will they solve
That's the Civil War.
Will they kind of kill themselves off before the big war that has a potential of happening, which is basically everybody in this country, and like if it's
We ain't doing that shit.
but I think it's both of you guys like either one could happen. We don't know which one.
I don't think that they're fighting each other at all. I don't think that the red is fighting against each other.
They're
I
fighting.
think that they're fine and that they're fighting against the rest of the world, the rest of America. Like I don't see them. The argument that people are making that they're or that I haven't even heard that really like that they're fighting each other.
Yes, they are.
I would say this like for me because I grew up quote unquote Democrat, right? Because that's what my people told me we supposed to
We vote Democrat,
yeah.
but believe red.
But so as I got older, I realized my thoughts are more in line with what conservative was, and I think conservative has been recreated. And I think there are a lot of conservatives that are like, again, like I said earlier, that don't like you're saying the red, but I think you're referring to the new red.
Yeah, I'm talking about the
because there is a difference between like this new Donald Trump red where people saw this kind of similar like black people. We saw a bit of ourselves in Obama. So it's like, okay, he might not be doing everything that he say he's supposed to be
We
doing.
united around that.
Right, but because he talks smooth, he talk like the person that we feel like like what we want to embody, we roll with it. So that's all Trump is.
Yeah, I think as a whole, when
Yes.
Obama was the president, we rallied around, buddy. We showed it.
And this is my point. It wasn't about politics anymore.
It was about a leader.
It was about somebody that looked like you. You were like, this is us. We're part of that. And what I'm explaining is, we keep talking about Democrat, Republican. It's not there anymore. The war is literally a race war. It's a civil war. And what they're saying is, even if you're not black, if you support the black side, then we're going to call you liberal and you are now on there. Now we're fighting against you too. So they don't care if you listen to every conservative value. They say, do you agree with this though? Don't you agree that we're better? Don't you agree? That's the people who are fighting against us. The people who believe that they are superior. So if you look at the last year, the agenda that's being pushed by everybody is not about politics, right? Or geopolitics.
Nah.
It's really about the supremacy. They keep pushing all this out. Black people aren't smart. Black people can't do this. All they do is kill each other. They can't get it together. That's been the narrative for the past like 9 months. So what I'm saying is, we don't care about how the price of eggs anymore. They are coming at the color of your skin and where you're from, the genetics, right? Are they rounding up European people who come in here as immigrants? No, they're rounding up anybody who is of a certain descent, right? They're going for the Haitians, they're going for the Ecuadorians, the Mexicans. There is other countries over here that flee, right? When we talk about the immigrant lady that died on the train, right? She is considered a refugee, not condoning what happened. She's a refugee. Anybody else is an immigrant.
Illegal.
Or illegal. So
They're not immigrants.
So the wording and the things that's going on, that's the war I'm talking about. It's not just politics. There is a racial the race war is coming back. That's civil war. So I'm talking about literal back in the day, back in Jim Crow. Jim Crow is coming back, man.
But do you remember, bro, the Civil War and Jim Crow wasn't the same thing though.
But it's still the era. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-mm.
No, but when so you got Jim Crow, of course, was years and years later.
I'm not talking about even on a timeline from the date. I'm talking about they were two separate wars.
But it's the same concept.
No, it's not.
People were fighting for freedom.
No.
Okay, so all right. Matter of
No.
fact, even the Civil War makes even more sense because you had white people and black people fighting on the blue side, right? Fighting for
There was
for
white.
the
There
thing.
was black people fighting on the red side too.
Of course, but they had to.
Right.
And
they
it's still
too.
black people who trying to fight on the other side right now, like Candace Owens and them, but they don't realize that they're just pawns. Like it's
They're going to be the ones to send out on the battlefield. But the concept of the Civil War, right, was not. It wasn't necessarily. Again, it was about the people that fucked over black people and the ones that felt bad about it. That's what the Civil War was.
and black people still got drugged into the war. They didn't have a choice. It was still black people fighting on both sides.
Right, and that's the beautiful thing about this one is we have a choice.
And we're not the only group that's
Yeah, we're not the only marginalized group this time. They have other people to slap.
But
And
we
so
but we all just get slapped together. We still gotta fight. We can't walk. This is the point. What right now, if they go to war, they start slapping people, what you gonna be like? I'm over here. Where you going?
Nah. That's not how that war plays out, though.
I'm telling you.
I
All
don't
right.
think that's how that works. Again, bro, you talking about a bunch of fat motherfuckers sitting behind the computer with that's with Twitter fingers.
Yeah, that owned the jobs. That own these different things that they could say, we're not hiring you anymore. You can't work here.
They've been saying
We're
that
gonna
shit.
shun
But
you.
you talking about war.
Yeah.
Like, so fuck a job. Like,
Yeah, at
can
that point.
can you like?
But
you might,
yeah, no.
If this
absolutely.
country goes to actual war, like nobody in Ukraine like gets up and goes to work every day.
But you got to remember, this is what I'm saying when I say the Civil War, right? And I bring Jim Crow into it too. Is because it's not just talking physical, right? We're talking about economically. We're talking about the oppression. You can literally be put back into the ghetto. If you bring back redlining, where they say, "I'm not selling the house to them no more. I'm not
They
going to
don't have
hire
houses
them.
already."
I'm not going to do this." If they bring back this thing, if we get so if we get such into a place where it's that we just hate each other, we can lose if we ain't prepared.
Yeah.
And it ain't got to be just guns and stuff. Well, again, why when they start DEI and all this stuff, and people deliberately say, "I'm not hiring black people. I'm not hiring them because I don't like your political stance." That war is still a war. It's still that financial is part of a war.
That's the civil rights war, and I agree that war is there. It's been there. That's systematic racism.
Yeah.
That's been there. It hasn't changed. That's a war. That war we can fight because we've been fighting it. Like that. I don't even. Cause I'm not gonna say not to downplay that it's not a war. It is a war, but that's our norm.
But it shouldn't be. And what I'm saying is,
I
it's
agree.
finally time to actually fight it, opposed to us being like, "Yo, just just chill out."
But
That's what they keep telling us to do. Like, "Yo, y'all chill out, y'all
Nah,
sit back."
that's-
No, this is the time where we get up and say, we got to get economically right. We got to push back against the system, because if they keep telling us that we're not in this war and we're not doing it, we're going to be
Because-
looking stupid when it's over.
because again, I'm telling you, bro. When they say sit back, they're not talking about the civil rights. Civil rights, the only way that gets fixed is through legislation. The only way you fix that
never
shit,
stop nothing.
the only way that civil rights gets fixed is legislation, because that's how it got fucked up in the beginning. That's how you win that war, because you make it so that we get legislation. Yo, what did I say? The gays got a bill. The Asians got a bill immediately.
but that's part of the agenda.
Yeah,
That was all a part of
That's
the
all.
agenda. But what I'll say is this: I think I think you're right as far as there's a war before the war you're talking about. This is my opinion. There's a war that you're talking about, Nick, that comes before the war that Rome is talking about. And so let them fight that war, but also prepare while that war is being fought.
Yes.
Because by the time it comes for us to fight that war, the enemy will be so depleted.
We'll have more
It
allies.
won't even really be
Right.
a war.
So in conceptually, right? They say history repeats itself, right? So again, we all agree that like the civil rights acts and all that, it didn't go the way it hindsight. At the time it was probably great, right? Like, yo, we can do these things, we have these rights now, we have these. But hindsight, looking back at it, we're Monday morning quarterbacking civil rights. That's crazy to do, number one. Like, to think about that, right? We're Monday morning quarterbacking that. But if you think about it, right, the Civil War happened that led to the legislation of the One Piece, right? Of civil rights and all these, and the Asians getting their rights and the gays getting their right. That came from the Civil War to an extent.
Mhm.
So what I'm saying, and so what we didn't do before was to your point, was have a common goal, a common theme, a common thing. What? Because remember we asked that question before. When y'all was marching the street for George Floyd, what did you want? And if the answer was for cops to stop killing black people, that's not enough, because it doesn't happen enough. They can say, okay, you got it, right? So we have to be smart enough to say, okay, no. We want economics, we want education, we want things that actually matter, that actually set us apart or set us ahead as a culture.
Action with good intention. Like actual intention, unified intention.
Right. Not band-aids, not like hush hushes. Like,
And I think this is my last statement on this podcast. I believe it's kind of resembling Malcolm X, Martin Luther. Kind of, this is the vibe I'm getting.
That's exactly what it is.
Malcolm X.
No, hell no, because I'm Malcolm.
I'm not saying you not, but you kind of looking at it like, all right, we just gonna turn our cheek while they.
That's what I keep saying. He don't want to say. He
Whenever
trying
I
to
ever
act
said-
like he not
No.
sounding that way. That's how he's
Time out.
sounding.
I
You
never
sound like
said
you're
turn the cheeks,
man.
I know you haven't.
No. What I said was we got to stay out of their business. That's not our
It
business.
sound like the cheeks, man.
No, that's not turning the cheek, bro.
No, but
Turning the cheek is me saying, yo, if they come up to you, stand there and get slapped. That's not what I said. I said from the get-go, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. Keep your guard up, protect yourselves at all times. That is not turn the cheek. Martin Luther King turned the cheek and got bit by the dog. I'm not saying
But
that.
Martin was acting like he couldn't see the war. Like,
No.
Martin was like, hey, we just gonna get together. And I'm like, no, they don't want to be your friend, man.
No,
They don't wanna work with
I never said that. What I said was they have an individual, just like we have a discord within our culture. They got that going on too. Our problem is we always try to save them from themselves.
He ain't, man.
We always try to save them from themselves, and we got to stay out of it.
They see, and I think that's where the confusion comes in, or I don't see them fighting. I see them fighting us.
Bro.
I don't look on my timeline and see a bunch of people like, I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I see them like, we hate them.
They
They don't like us, man. And I'm talking about that red side right now.
the
What we
liberals
at,
that they talk about.
they include us in that.
But
They not saying only some of y'all. They even told Candace Owens, who is a Republican with them, they said, bitch, we don't like you. Go over there with them. So
Correct.
whether Candace Owens want to be a part of their society or not, they are telling her, you're not a part of this. Right now, what I'm talking about is these people are going around and they're saying, we want nationalism.
Yeah,
They don't want this whole conservatism thing. They are nationalists. They're saying we want a national party. They want people like Donald Trump to get a third term. They want this. So that's what I'm talking about.
That
and
is
if
the
we keep
Confederates
acting
versus
like
the Union.
but they're agreeing with it. It's like it's a bunch of them agreeing.
There was a
and
big
we're
group of Confederates.
but we're acting like it's not happening. And I think that's the problem is when we can't as a people be like, yo, look, they're doing this thing. That's going to affect us. It starts with ICE. And then ICE becomes raiding us out because all right, it started with ICE and we was like, yo, that's them getting them, and then they start sending the tanks to our neighborhoods.
So
if we don't pay attention, we gonna be in a chain gang again.
So
That's
right,
what I'm saying.
Because no, you're okay. So to be clear, Nick never said that you got to lay down and get bit by the dog. Fuck
Nah.
that. Shoot the dog if it comes to get you. Feel me? What I'm saying is that they're going to have discord within their own space. It's going to happen. It's inevitable because they have their Jesus and they have their politics. And those two things don't go together. And that's the point that I'm making, Ron.
But we believe in a Jesus.
What?
I don't.
No, what I'm saying we, but the we's the people. Like I don't, but
Right.
the people
Right.
do too.
And that's why I'm asking us to stay the fuck out of it because they have their Jesus and their politics and we got to stay out of it. That's what I'm asking you to stay out of. They're going to have a Jesus and politics war amongst themselves that we got to stay out of because I'm going to tell you about it soon. It's coming. I promise you. It's coming soon. I'm going to tell you all about it and you'll be all right if you just trust the process. And we got to stop subscribing to the race thing because that shit's not real either.
You're right. The race thing is getting popping right now.
But the race thing isn't real, and there's nationality, and you got to understand what that means. That's why Donald Trump. That's why they're talking about immigrants, because they're trying to who are the real citizens of this land. That is what this is about.
Who are the children of Israel?
Who are the people? Who are the citizens of this land? And when we start talking about nationalism and citizenship, that's why the citizenship thing keeps popping up. Immigrants. They never called us that because they know better.
Mm-hmm.
But they know better. I'm telling you, we're gonna have that conversation.
But see, this is what I wanted with this episode. I said we're gonna talk like how homies get together and talk.
Yeah,
Because
this the smoke
in
section.
real life,
No
it's
smoke.
not you gotta go in, man. I think it was fun because it's a healthy discourse. You
But
gotta go back and
we didn't disagree. I think it took us an hour and a half to get to the point of understanding what I was talking about.
yeah.
But
It's,
when y'all called me Martin, I had to clear that shit up.
Hey.
Because because listen, man.
hey, y'all know I'm Malcolm.
We said it before. I respect what happened. We respect the movements and all of that. But don't let that damn dog bite you. And if they start spraying water hoses, bro, cut the fucking water hose.
Yep.
Like, don't come on, bro. We not that the same way people been whooping people for talking crazy. We're not going for it. We're not going for it.
Yeah, I love it, man. I think this the one.
Yeah, like
I think
come
this
on,
the
man.
one here.
Understand that. Like, be clear. Like,
Hey, look, man.
do not fight their Jesus versus country battle. That ain't our fight. Can't save them from it. It's going to clash because it doesn't make sense.
He said, I wake up in the morning and I ask myself, life so crazy, should I blast myself? Stomach hurting, so I'm looking for a person snatch. Y'all get it.
Hey. Strange fruit. He didn't. The same.
Nah, man.
Protect yourself at all times. Do not turn the other cheek because you can't afford to.
Learn to see me as a brother instead of two distant strangers. And that's what I asked myself. I could,
Because from a distance, two people arguing.
yeah.
Both look like fools.
Hey, like, comment, subscribe. You know, we gonna have fun. All right. This episode 10, this is the season finale. So,
Yeah, this is just us talking, man.
We'll be back. And you'll take a little break, get ready for the clips and everything to start rolling out. Get ready for a lot of stuff coming out from Nick, you know, on his personal brand and more stuff from him, from me. And let's rock, man. Shout out to Studio Intrigue. Shout out to my boy Nick. Go ahead and cop the album. Everything. I said
you said
my boy Neil.
Neil got an album coming.
Yeah, go get the album with Neil. Neil, plug it, man.
Go ahead. Yeah, let them know where they can find it.
94 Sunsets, man. A lot could change in one summer. Make sure y'all go stream that. Some positive motivation for the end of this summer. And be on the lookout in the fall for harvest season.
Okay. So you got 2 projects coming out. That's what's up. That's how you got to do it nowadays, Neil. You got to keep them projects coming. Keep them rolling. Don't stop. I remember that grind. It's tough. Hey, I just shout out my guys real quick.
Absolutely.
My guys are out in LA right now on the music side. My man Flex on the track. He's getting two awards. 2 writers and producer awards, and so the guys are on the world tour right now. Have some business to take care of back at home, but shout out to the guys, man. I'm proud of y'all, man. Keep it up, T. Will, Flex on the track. I know Flex is probably gonna have some more stuff on Rod Wave's new project, so keep up the great work. T. Will just had a project with Walker Hayes, country artist. Proud of you guys, man. Let's keep it going.
Let's do it. And with that, I don't care what they tell you. Get that chin strong. Get them shoulders up. Because they coming, huh? Yeah.